हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू EdnTech YouTube चैनल। मु सीमांचल तुम समस्त को स्वागत जनाऊँगी आज ये फ्रेश वीडियो टॉपिक को। आज वीडियो टॉपिक रे आम आलोचना करिया प्लस टू सेकेंड ईयर आर्ट्स साइंस एवं कॉमर्स स्ट्रीम रो कंपलसरी सब्जेक्ट इंग्लिश रो पोएम पार्ट रो आमर 2021 रिवाइज सिलेबस अनुसार लास्ट पोएम ए पाजम ऑफ लाइफ रो वेरी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं तार आंसर विषय रे। तो ये वीडियो प्रथम शेष पर्यंत पूरा देख। वीडियो को लाइक करी जदि कौन डाउट एवं सजेशन रहे निहाती भावे कमेंट करी जनाओ। तेरे चलो आज वीडियो टॉपिक रे आम आलोचना करिबा पोएम ए पाजम ऑफ लाइफ रो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं तार आंसर सबू। सो द सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट डज द पोएट से अबाउट लाइफ इन द फर्स्ट स्टांजा। माने कवि पोएम रो फर्स्ट स्टांजा रे जीवन विषय रे कोन कहिसंती। सो द आंसर इज इन द फर्स्ट स्टांजा the poet says that life is an empty dream. It shows us many colorful dreams and most of them are not materialized. Question number 3 is what does the poet mean by life in real? Life is earnest. So the answer is the poet says life is real, life is earnest. To counter the statement life is an empty dream, he says that the goal of life is not death, is not grave, but to do some noble action. Question number 4 is what is the poet's observation on soul? Soul माने आत्मा, आत्मा विषय रे कवि कौन कहिसंती। So the answer is the poet says that the physical body dies and mixes in dust, but the soul remains immortal. The fire cannot burn it, water can't drown it. Life is not body, life is soul. The question number 5 is quote the line which means death is not the goal of life. So the answer is and the grave is not its goal. This line says that death is not the goal of life. माने कवितार ए लाइन रे एंड द ग्रेव इज नॉट इट्स गोल, ए लाइन हमको बुझौची death is not the goal of life. Now the question number 6 is what attitude does the poet challenge in the first two stanza? Is the attitude of the poet positive or negative? So the answer is in the first two stanza the poet challenges the attitude of the pessimistic people who says life is an empty dream. The poet attitude is positive because the poet says life is real. Question number 7 is dust throw art to dust throw returnest. This expression alludes to the Bible. What are the other lines in the poem that makes an allusion to the Bible? So the answer is the other allusions to the Bible are our heads like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Again another quotation is in the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle. Now the question number 8 is what does the poet say about the goal of life in stanza 3? So the answer is the goal of life is not grave. The goal of life is to act so that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. Question number 9 is what is the poet's observation on art? The answer is the poet observes that art is long. Time cannot destroy art. It will exist even after the death of the artist. Question number 10 is be a hero in the strife. Is it an inspiring call of the poet? What other things does the poet urge us to do? So the answer is yes, it is an inspiring call of the poet, that is be a hero in the strife. The poet wants us to be up and doing, to act better, to leave behind footprints, to achieve and pursue. Question number 11 is why does the poet prefer the present to past and future? So the answer is the poet says future never comes in life. past is dead and buried. Only the present is at hand. So we should make our present sublime. Question number 12 is, what do the lives of great men remind us? So the answer is, lives of great men all remind us that we can make our lives sublime by doing honest labor, by dedicating life for the mankind. Question number 13 is, how do the examples of great men help a person in distress? So the answer is, when a person is in distress, he follows the footprints of great men, gets courage, hope, and sails the boat of life more vigorously than before. Question number 14 is, how can we make our life sublime? So the answer is, we can make our life sublime by being up and doing, keeping head ready for any fate, learning to labor, achieving more, and pursuing more. Question number 15 is, do you find each stanza has 4 lines rhyming alternately at the end, and each stanza has a required rhythm pattern? 8 syllables, 7 syllables, 8 syllables, 7 syllables. What is the rhythm scheme of the poem? माने ए पोएम रे जो गीत भलिया स्वर सुना भलिया जाना पड़ची 8 syllable और 7 syllable से गुडा कोन. So the answer is, the rhyme pattern of the poem is A B A B A B A B. Question number 16 is, the poet uses depressing words as mournful, empty, dead, grave. What other such words does he use in the poem? So the answer is, the other such depressing words are muffled drums, funeral marches, departing, ship-worked brother, forlorn, etc. Question number 17 is, what is the tone of the poet, inspiring or despairing? The tone of the poem is inspiring, for it describes true purpose of life. Question number 18 is, what other smileys do you find in the poem? The other smiley in the poem is, be not like dumb driven cattle. Question number 19 is, life is but an empty dream. What figure of speech is used here? Quote another line of the same stanza in which this figure of speech is used. The answer is, life is but an empty dream. It may be a simile. Another such comparison in the stanza is, and things are not what they seem. तबे ये थिला हमरो पोएम ए पाजम ऑफ लाइफ रो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं तार आंसर. बर्तमान आम काउंसिल पैटर्न क्वेश्चन अनुसार किसी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं तार आंसर डिस्कसन करवा. तो आग परीक्षा गुड़ा कौन होता ना आमर पोएम रो से स्टांजा गुड़ा को दि जाता से स्टांजा गुड़ा को पढ़ी आमर किसी प्रश्न से आसला से प्रश्न उत्तर करने को होता. किंतु 2021 रिवाइज सिलेबस अनुसार आउ से पोएम रो स्टांजा आसो ना डायरेक्ट प्रश्न आसो से प्रश्न बा क्वेश्चन को अनुसार आम तार आंसर करने को पड़ो. तेरे एबे आम आउ किसी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कसन करवा. तो फास्ट शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन होची, व्हाट डू पीपल से अबाउट लाइफ? आंसर होची, पीपल से इन मोर्नफुल नंबर्स दैट लाइफ इज बट एन एम्प्टी ड्रीम. तापरे सेकेंड क्वेश्चन रे, व्हाट डज द पोएट से अबाउट लाइफ? पोएट लाइफ विषय कौन कहते? सो द आंसर इज, द पोएट सेज दैट लाइफ इज रियल, लाइफ इज योरनेस्ट. थर्ड क्वेश्चन रे आमरो एक्सप्लेन डस्ट थ्रू आर्ट टू डस्ट थ्रू रिटर्नेस्ट. तो यार आंसर होची, डस्ट थ्रू आर्ट टू डस्ट थ्रू रिटर्नेस्ट मीन्स लाइफ इज क्रिएटेड फ्रॉम डस्ट एंड लाइफ विल गो टू डस्ट आफ्टर डेथ. Question number 4 is, how can we make life better? So the answer is, we can make life better by acting in such a way that each tomorrow will find us further than today. तापर question number 5 is, what does he say about soul? So the answer is, the poet says that the soul is dead, that slumbers. The body may die, but the soul remains immortal. तबे ये थिला केतोटी स्टांजार शॉर्ट कोस्ट 5टी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं तार आंसर. आ गोटे स्टांजार आम सर्ट क्वेश्चन एवं आंसर विषय बर्तमान आलोचना करवा। सो द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट डज द पोएट से अबाउट फ्यूचर। फ्यूचर विषय में कवि कौन कहते। सो द आंसर इज द पोएट सेज दैट फ्यूचर लुक्स प्लीजेंट बट इट इज अनसर्टेन, इट शुड नॉट बी ट्रस्टेड। The second question is what does he says about the past. So the answer is the poet says that past is uncertain, dead, it will never come back, it should not be trusted. So the third question is why should present be trusted. The answer is present is important because it is at our hand and we can use it as we like. So the fourth question is what do lives of great men remind us. So the answer is lives of great men remind us that we can make our lives sublime. Fifth question is what should we leave behind at the time of departing. So the answer is at the time of departing we should leave behind us footprints on the sand of time. So these are the very most important short question and answer of the poem A Pasm of Life. I hope you understood better. Wish you all the best. Thank you to all.